Namaskar. We have Abhilasha Attupuratu with us. She is an alumni of the course Postgraduate Diploma in Education of the Gifted Methods and Strategies. I would like Abhilasha Di, you please introduce yourself.
Namaskar, everybody. My name is Abhilasha. I have done my MA in clinical psychology from Mumbai University, and I was practicing in a clinical setting in Mumbai. And then post marriage, I shifted to Pune, and in Pune, I was working in a school setup as a school counselor. But due to other family responsibility, I was on a break, and after my break, I joined this course, Education of the Gifted Methods and Strategies. And again, due to other personal issues, right now I am in Thiruvananthapuram, Kerala.
So Abhilasha Di, we know we can understand that you have a lot of experience regarding dealing with the cases, different cases. Could you tell us about some examples of cases that you dealt with before your course?
Uh, yeah, Anisha, see what happened was like long back when I was working in a clinical setup, and I had a case where the child was having superior IQ. Okay, and when we explained to the parents that this child has superior intellectual ability, both parents had different reactions. Like the father said, that means she can get into IIT for a 9-year-old child, and the mother was like, अगर इतनी ही समझदार है, इतनी ही होशियार है, तो ऐसा क्यों बर्ताव करती है? Okay? Now, at that time, with whatever knowledge we had, maybe about testing, maybe about behavior, we definitely counseled the parents. But when in retrospect, when I think perhaps I would have dealt with that case much better if I had known or I had better understanding about giftedness in general, okay? The characteristics of giftedness, what kind of nurturance they need, what kind of support they need, how to counsel parents of gifted, how to counsel these different approaches of parents. Like one is having high expectations and the other is like, okay, if the person doesn't understand giftedness. So many aspects related to giftedness were missed out that time. That is what I felt after doing the course. Okay,
So
so yeah, this.
basically, you are telling that your knowledge has been upgraded after the course. Can you give some examples from the course what you actually learned?
Okay. The first thing I would like to tell about the course, it opened my perspective at looking at things. Okay. For example, again, when it comes to giftedness, it's not just one aspect. Okay, just one test or one probably academic result that decides that you are of superior capability. There are multiple aspects to it. So this course definitely, even types of intelligence, there are so many types of intelligence. So from a linear model, like a straightforward looking, where the perspective has widened. So that is one of the major things that I have gained from the course, right from identification to counseling to even creating a support system. So multiple aspects. So from going linear, from a linear point to a multiple point. So that is one of the things that I have gained from the course.
Okay. Also, you said about the support system. What kind of support system are you telling about, and how do you think they act as an important role in a child's life?
Yeah. See, as compared to the previous viewpoint or the general viewpoint that psychologists have is identification of a problem and then testing to get the problem, for confirming the diagnosis, and then you go for treatment. But when it comes to gifted individuals, first of all, it is not diagnosis; it's more of identification. And then after identification comes nurturance. Now, when you talk about nurturance, it's not just the parents responsibilities, it is responsibility of parents, probably peers, extended family, teachers, the school management, and of course counselors, mentors. So it's like there is not just one way to nurture a child. I always remember Umatai, our teacher, talking about it takes a village to raise a child, and it's exactly what's happening for gifted children. It is applicable to others also. That is whatever I've learned in this course, it's not just applicable to gifted children, it is applicable to all children. But when I'm learning about gifted children in particular, yeah, the support system requires so many individuals to nurture the child so that the child can rise up to his or her potential. So one thing, like you talk about support system, one thing I strongly believe is we need to have more and more mentors for children, because again, counseling becomes a very goal oriented, and it is a limited process. But when it comes to mentoring is a bigger it's a bigger process, probably even a lifelong process. So we need to create mentors, and teachers, peers, even parents can be good mentors if they have basic counseling skills, basic mentoring skills. And I think psychologists in general can be very good people to train mentors. So it could be the school management people, it could be remedial educators, it could be school counselors, it could be teachers, it could be parents, it could be peers. So training mentors, I think psychologists can play a good role in that. And this is something that is really something that's close to my heart, so I really believe in that, creating mentors for gifted as well as others, but yeah, mainly for gifted individuals.
So we can say that a rising tide lifts all boats. It is something like that.
Definitely.
Hmm.
Yes, yes.
Now, finally, I would like you to tell something about how you would recommend and why you would recommend this course to the community of counselors and any other community if you would like to.
Yeah. Like I said, counselors can play a great role in creating mentors. Okay. The psychologist group community, they can have that. So you need to have understanding of that and understanding of giftedness also, because many a times what happens is people have lot of misconceptions. People even have lot of misdiagnoses about issues. So unless and until you know about giftedness and gifted characteristics of giftedness and how to counsel them, you might miss out on many things. Okay, so to safeguard yourself, you can definitely join this course so that you have a better idea of counseling the gifted. The other aspect is this the research in this field, in the field of giftedness, is very limited all over, and very very limited in India itself, because we have such a diverse population, and we have so many different kinds of giftedness. So the literature that we have, and what works with them, what doesn't work with them, it's very very limited. So everybody is going by their own trial and error basis, and yeah, whatever works has to be documented. But to have a scientific backing for this, people who are into social science research can definitely join this course, and you can definitely work on this field, especially with regard to research and especially with regard to Indian data. So I think it's a wonderful opportunity to work with Jnana Prabodhini, to work in the field of giftedness, and to have to gain a better understanding, or opening up your whole perspective, so broadening your visions. So yes, this is a wonderful opportunity for that. So yeah, that is what I would like to suggest. So those who are interested should definitely enroll in this course. And I
Thank
think this time online, so it's online, so I think it's much more easier also, and time saving also. So if that is the case, please look forward to it.
Thank you, Abhilashadi, for your time. And it was really
Okay.
insightful talking to you.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Anisha.